How's it going, everybody? Avizzo here, and I'm bringing back my next setup video. Finally, my setup is basically complete. I decided that I did not want to get another BenQ monitor 60 Hz because my old 60 Hz monitor that I used as my main monitor for the longest time has been working fine for about 2 years now, and there's really no point in spending $180 on a new monitor when I don't really need one. Then again, I didn't really need a new main monitor to begin with, but I really wanted the 144 Hz main monitor. So that's the only probable thing that does not really match. But other than that, my whole setup is complete. Well, actually, that's not true either. I actually have ordered, or I'm going to be ordering at the end of this week, or at my next payday, I'm going to be ordering a SSD, a 240 gigabyte SSD, so I can put my OS on it. I think I'm going to start over with everything. I'll probably just reinstall everything. Yeah, so that'll be coming in soon, and I'll be very, very happy because then my whole complete setup will be 100% complete until my secondary monitor, if it ever goes bad, then I will swap that out and then it'll be complete. But yeah, so let's get into my setup. This time I decided to bring in, or show my, I got my old game stuff like I normally do, or I've had in the past. If you want to see the rest of my room, I had that in my previous setup video after we ended up swapping out everything in my room and whatnot. It's kind of messy over here, but I decided, well, actually I didn't decide. A friend of mine recommended that I show the inside of my computer. It's not very clean. I just kind of spray dusted it really quick. It's actually pretty dark in there. But yeah, so I have an Intel i7-4790 processor. I have 2 8GB of RAM, so I got 16 in total. There's some pretty little LEDs on my fan. On my main fan. Oh, by the way, this case is so old. I've had this thing for 2 years, but it's been working great, so I've just been holding on to it. I think if I ever upgrade my video card in the future, I'm going to have to increase the size because this is a pretty small case for what it's worth. My Razer headset, my little Wi-Fi adapter because I'm not hardwired into my internet. Here's my good old SCUF controller. This thing's very, very nice. I have been using it a lot recently for like Castle Crashers and GTA 5. I don't really use the paddles much unless I'm playing GTA, so I can spam the A button, which is this one right here, and I just spam it to run whenever I'm in certain situations where I feel like that's more useful than spamming the A button itself. I got a 750 watt power supply, my GTX 970 working great, 2 hard drives, one is 1 terabyte and one is 500 gigabytes. If I don't have enough SATA cables, I'm going to probably have to remove the 500 gigabyte so I can have an SSD and then my 1 terabyte. But that's not going to be a very big deal. I don't really know the name of my motherboard. If you are interested in seeing any of my PC specs, or if you want to see them more in depth PC specs, definitely check out my Steam description or my Steam profile, and I have stuff on there. Let's see, I think that's pretty much the main stuff of my computer. But yes, let's head into the goodies. Oh, my chair, of course, can't forget to put that in. Alright, here's where the main magic happens. Here is my AT2020 USB microphone. So glad I got that set up. My voice sounds so much better now. Here's the new BenQ XL2411Z 144 Hz monitor, working great, 24 inches. I'm trying to get used to the colors compared to this one over here, which was my old main monitor, which is the HP Pavilion 23XI, if you're interested in that. What else? My Corsair K70 RGB mount or keyboard, although I just have it as blue right now, so it matches the microphone LED. Same with the mouse, the Rock Hat Tie, and it's been working great. Ever since I got the new mouse pad, I think I talked about it before when I had my Rock Hat, oh crap, what's the mouse pad name? I have it over here, the Illumic. I don't use it anymore. That was actually kind of a waste of money because well, that stuff fell. It was kind of a good mouse pad, but the only problem I had with it was it scrapes the bottom of the mouse. The grips kind of, let's see if I can get a good shot. You might be able to tell, maybe not, but let's see if I can focus. But around the center of the padding, it's kind of like it's kind of flattened because it kind of got ruined from scraping on that metal whatever this is. But it's very, I'm pretty sure it's some type of metal. But yeah, so I decided to swap out for the Rocket Tato King Size 3mm. This thing's very, very big. As you can tell, it gives me lots of room. The only time I ever run out of room is whenever I'm actually like messing around and playing MW2 and I'm like trick-shotting or something, which I don't do that normally, not anymore, but it's a lot of fun to do. These are my father's speakers. I swapped them out for my old ones, which weren't that good, but these things are great. I don't really know. I've never ever heard of these any kind of brand of speakers, but I have them. They work great. Here's the HP Pavilion 23XI. Here's my webcam that I never use. I thought I'd enjoy making face cam videos, but that turned out to not be a very good, or personally, I just don't like it because my face takes up the screen, and I prefer people to be able to hear my face, or hear me talk and see the whole screen than have me taking up part of the screen. Although I know some people like it, but I personally don't. Here, let me zoom out or walk back so you can see the whole thing. Oh, I just got that soda and Tootsie Rolls and whatnot, and the M&Ms, of course, because I like M&Ms. I'm like Phase Deco. There's the animal bed, not really special or anything. But yeah, this is basically my whole setup. Yeah, I swapped out that desk. That desk was a huge mistake, guys. I definitely, if you have the room, I 100% recommend getting a table. I mean, this plastic 8-foot long table costed me about $80, and it works great. The only problem is, because I have an arm stand for this microphone, in the back you can actually see that the edge of the table kind of like bent, and it's deformed now. But in the future, if I will pay more to get a wooden table instead of the plastic. But overall, though, this is a fantastic table, and it's so roomy. And you got all this room back here. I have terrible cable management. Sorry about that. But overall, though, I think my setup is pretty clean. I make sure that the whole like area where my mouse and keyboard is nice and clean. I really like how it looks. And then I have that little old ass mouse pad that I used to use. I use that to put like sodas on it, so if ever my drinks, I think it's condensation, when the water or the liquid, or yeah, water goes on the sides and drips down. I don't want that getting on the table, so I just let it soak into the mouse pad. And yeah, so this is basically my setup, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thought I'd finally do it since my setup is finally complete. But yeah, guys, hope you guys take care. Have a great day, and peace.